Hi everybody, welcome to EDUC 104 Child's Environment. This is the introductory video for the course. I'm Dr. Lou Sabina and I will be your instructor for this class. I do want to mention this just because this is funny. This is actually the last video I'm recording for this class. I have recorded all of your chapter lectures prior to me doing this one, which was a little different approach that I took this time, but I wanted to do it this way so that I touched upon anything that I remember as big ideas that I'm going to be covering in the class as you watch your introductory video. So this class is online only. My goal is to provide you with a solid foundation of child development, but in particular, you're really looking at the role of the guidance counselor in child learning, how teachers can be guidance counselors, and you're looking at the emotional and social development of children. This is big because you're going to learn about the PIES model: physical, intellectual, emotional, and social development of children. I can honestly look at you. I've been affiliated with BC3 now for close to 10 years. This is the only class that goes into depth in education, not psychology, but in education that will go into depth on emotional learning of children. This is all that you get. So my goal is that you get something out of this course and it works and it gives you something really to help. You're going to cover physical, intellectual, and social to an extent in some of your other classes, but emotional learning really only happens in this class. I want you to have a great experience and I want to do whatever I can to help you. So a little bit about me. I am a former business, math, computer science, economics teacher, and elementary school administrator. My work primarily as an administrator was at the elementary level. I was responsible for integrating a technology program down to the middle school and down to the elementary schools, and then I spent time as an elementary school administrator and obtained experience there. My degrees: I have a Bachelor of Science in Business Education, I have a Master's in Instructional Leadership, Instructional Technology, and also in Early Childhood Education. That's where the early childhood connection comes from. And my doctorate is in Social and Comparative Analysis and Education, basically Educational Leadership and Policy Studies, and my supporting field coursework is Human Resources, which I look at human resources of education essentially: why teachers get hired, how teachers get hired, what can we do to help teachers get hired. I'm a full-time professor at Oklahoma State University, and guess what? I live in Oklahoma. I have no problem saying that because I've worked for BC3 for the last 8 to 9 years doing face-to-face courses. I'm a full-time professor, I'm an assistant professor, and I teach future elementary school principals mostly. But my relationship with Butler County Community College has been amazing. And I've been lucky to work at this institution for the last, really, I'm going on 9 years here. I love the program, I love the department, and I lived in Pittsburgh for a long, long, long time before moving to Oklahoma. My heart is still in Pittsburgh, my home is still in Pittsburgh. It legitimately is. I still own my home in Pittsburgh. I'm renting in Oklahoma. But this is a good opportunity for me to see a different perspective and see how it's done at a different location, especially in early childhood education. Early childhood education is very respected in Oklahoma, and that's good to know because that's going to impact how we look at education in this class. About me for fun, I enjoy sports. I miss having baseball around. It is killing me. I'm a hockey fanatic too. I love going to concerts. Concerts are my life. In the last year, I've seen, let's see who I saw Garth Brooks 3 times. I saw Beck. I saw Toby Keith. I saw Miley Cyrus. I saw Marilyn Manson. I saw Soil, Power Man 5000, Nickelback. I'm going to Florida Georgia Line. I said Pink. I said Miley Cyrus. I'm trying to Dennis DeYoung. He was the former lead singer of Styx. So Foreigner. I saw Foreigner. So it's a mix of a bunch of different types of music. So I love everything. I love alternative rock, classic rock. I love pop music. So it's kind of me, kind of who I am. And then my wife and I, we save and we rescue cats. We have 15 of them, and we love our cats. And I always have to re-record videos because there's always a new one. We just we found a ragamuffin, long-haired calico cat that was absolutely beautiful, that was about 7 or 8 years old, that had rotting teeth, and we've recently added her into the fold and into the mix. So yes, we have 15 cats. We love our cats, and they're our life right now. So I'm going to go over essentially what kind of what we're going to be going over in this class. We're going to go over each of the assignments, tell you what they are, but I want you to know that the main assignment is a major research paper. That's really where most of your most of your emphasis is going to be. You're going to pick a classroom management type topic, educational topic, a theorist, something, and you're going to develop a research paper. Next, you're going to have an agency paper. One of the big objectives for this class is that you know types of agencies that can provide you as either somebody working at an early learning center or in an elementary school resources that you need to be effective. So you will do an agency paper. You're going to investigate 3 of them and show me how they can work in your school setting. You're going to have a television paper. You're going to look at advertisements. And you're going to look at programming, whether or not television is appropriate for kids. At the time of the recording of this video, I've watched children's television more than I have in probably the last 10 years. And take a minute and think why I would be doing that. And if you thought, well, Girl Meets World's on, you're right. You know, growing up and being the age that I am, I grew up with Boy Meets World. And Girl Meets World is now the bridge and stopgap to that. So that is going to be, you know, it's going to be interesting to see your perspectives on children's television, because I'm actually watching it again and I have a different one based on the way Boy Meets World used to be when I was a kid and now how Disney is presenting Girl Meets World. So we'll talk about that a little bit more as we get to the media part. Classroom management plans, you're going to be doing 2 of them. One's going to be kindergarten or preschool students, and the other one is going to be 3rd or 4th grade. It's important that you understand the differences in both, and that's why we're doing the assignment the way we are. So there will be 3 exams. I don't believe in cumulative exams. You will not have a midterm and a final, and things won't be cumulative, but they will be broken down into chapters. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Yes, I'm covering the entire textbook, but I kind of have to in this class. If you have me for any other online classes, you'll see that I supplement with articles, I jump around a lot. I really can't in here because the content, this is the only pass you get at this content. Some of the other stuff, there's overlap in other classes, but not in here. This is an important class because of that, and I want you to know that. There are no cumulative exams for this course. As I said, you have 5 discussion boards in pretty much weekly assignments, and there's a calendar in the syllabus that will help you follow along with everything. There are going to be 6 course objectives that were standardized by the curriculum committee. Number 1 deals with nurturing, non-nurturing environments. Number 2 is how cultural heritage impacts the family and childcare. Number 3 is the dignity and individuality of all children, for multicultural considerations as well as children with special needs or handicaps. Number 4 is understand how kids can practice appropriate and acceptable behavior. 5 is social forces that form and affect a child at home and in the classroom setting. And then 6 is the organizations available to aid parents and children. We accomplish all of these in this class. I would say that this class stresses 1, 4, 5, and 6 more than any others. We touch upon 2 and 3, but you get more in 3 in your special ed class, and you get more of 2 in multicultural, your multicultural class that you end up taking. That's culturally responsive environments. 1, 4, 5, and 6 really are the focus of this particular class. So our textbook is great. It's been updated 9 times. It's by Marion Marion. It's required for the course. You need the current edition. It has changed a lot. The main thing between the 8th and the 9th edition that they've changed is they've added a lot of bullying and cyberbullying. That's great. You all need that, especially with the certification change in Pennsylvania. Real quick, let me mention this. This is a unique time in the state of Pennsylvania to be early childhood certified. Recently, the state decided that early childhood is now defined as birth through 4th grade. Wasn't the way when I got certified. When I got certified, early childhood was preschool through 2nd grade. Birth through 4th grade is a lot. That is, there are significant differences in kids in those ages. I myself, I like upper elementary. I've always liked upper elementary better. I don't know if I could, being in that context now and what schools are like. I haven't been an administrator since 2008. I've been teaching college for the last, number of years. I don't know how different that would be dealing with, with the needs of toddlers and the needs of 4th graders. So you have a lot on this certification, and the books have all been updated to reflect the certification. So you will need new textbooks for almost every class in this program because of that, because they align with what we want our teachers to know and be able to do. So what are the technology requirements for this course? All that I'm expecting you to be able to do is basically navigate Blackboard, use Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. If you can use Publisher, that's great. It'll help you with one project, that's about it. View videos on YouTube and open up PDF files. If you can do all of those, you'll meet the minimum technology requirements that I have set for this course. So there are no prerequisites for this course. Anybody can take this class at any point in their educational program. Those of you that have taken or are currently taking observation and guidance will be in schools. That's a good thing. It will give you a different perspective which might be helpful. Let me stress this, not required for this class. There's an entire chapter that I do, chapter 6, that is how to observe. It's the same stuff that's covered in here. There's overlap. There's big overlap. But if you've taken this class or are taking it, it can be helpful, but it's not required. You will be fine, I promise. Netiquette. It's an online-only class. Interactions and communications with me and other students need to be professional and courteous. You know, one of the things that I stress is that being online, we can have reactions, we can snap very quickly. Make sure that your interactions are professional with all your colleagues and with me. I am Dr. Sabina. I have a PhD. I take that title seriously. I've worked hard. If you want to Google me, you can look kind of the stuff that I've done, but please acknowledge that and know that that that's important to me, and that's a professional courtesy that I appreciate. So you can contact me at any time. I check my email daily, and I will get back to you within 48 hours. During the weekend, I check it less frequently, but I'll get back to you within 72 hours. I go to conferences a lot. I'll always let you know when I'm at a conference. If I do, that means I'm limited to email access. I normally go to 2 or 3 a semester, but I'll get back to you. I'm quick to respond. If you've had me in class before, you know I'm very quick to respond. But please put the title of the course and your name in the email subject so I know to respond to it. Grading scale, it's traditional, same as BC3. I know some people will say 93 or 83. I don't do that. It's the traditional grading scale. I go in points. That's it. It's the way it is. And I have 1 extra credit opportunity at the beginning of the course. You can post an introduction to me and to the rest of the students in the class and respond to 2 other people. If you do that, you get extra credit. If you don't do that, you don't get any more extra credit the rest of the class, and I will not change that. So the point breakdown for the class, this is all available in the syllabus, but I want you to note, 150 points are exams. Open book, open note, open anything, I don't care. Do whatever you need to do in order to do well on the exams. Discussion boards, there are 5 of them, and those discussion boards are worth 10 points each. There will be a culminating project, which is a final research paper. There will be an agency assignment, 2 classroom management plans, and a television assignment. Total points for the class are 350. So at any time, you can take as many points as you've earned, and you can divide them by 350 and see what you end up with. So if you need technical help and support, you need to go through BC3 online learning. The support system is phenomenal at BC3. The help desk will get back to you. The hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. If you don't get a hold of anybody, leave a voicemail, and then they normally will get back to you the next business day. They're very good to get in touch with you, and I promise they're there to help. We'll talk about some of the assignments and exams for the course, but more details will be in the course shelf, which is more important. So number 1 is the agency assignment. You are going to select 3 different agencies and write a summary of each of them in resources that can be used for children ages birth to 4th grade. You're going to write the paper. It's going to be about 3 to 5 pages long. I don't want research assignments, citations for this assignment. This isn't a research paper. I want you to give me good things from the web pages, though. That's the first assignment in the class and the first thing that you're going to be doing. 2 classroom management papers are a part of this. And these align with course objectives 1 and 4. We'll go over how to create a supportive classroom environment. You'll do this on 2 different occasions for the course. The first will be pre-K or K. The second will be for 3rd or 4th grade. I think of this more as classroom management ideas than a paper. And you're going to design a map of the classroom, and you're going to tell me why you put what you did there, and you're going to use some of the stuff that we talked about throughout class. Okay, so really, of the PIES model, I stress this emotional and social. That's really what we're looking at. I want to look at the media, and I want to see the media's perspective on things. This assignment takes time to complete. You have to watch 5 hours of television shows, and in some cases you probably have to watch them twice or 3 times, the same show, to get everything that you need. I'm going to go over this assignment early. Very early, I want you to look at this. You have until the end of the term to turn it in. Like, the date that I have, I think, is over Thanksgiving. But if you wait till the last minute on this, you are not going to get this done. So this assignment is important, and it's one that I want you to really take seriously. So the major project is a formal research paper. I'm flexible on the topic, but it needs to align with the point of the course. Try to focus on emotional and social, and the paper should reflect that. If you come up with something that focuses on the emotional and social, you should be fine. So there are 5 discussion boards. If I don't have a major assignment due during a week, either an exam or a project, I normally require you to do a discussion board. They are 500 to 750 word posts, and I have a rubric for the discussion boards available in the syllabus so that you can look at those. 3 exams. Exams are multiple choice, true or false, and matching. The day prior to the exam, I'll have an optional chat session at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on that Sunday. So this will give you the opportunity to, if you have any questions, ask me questions. If you don't, if you feel good about the material, dive in, jump in, and you should be fine. So the first assignment is a discussion board posting where you introduce yourself to classmates, and you can go to the discussion boards to get instructions of how to complete it and to help you navigate Blackboard. So that's it. I'm looking forward to working with everybody. I want you to have a positive experience. This is going to be a great class. And I'm only an email away. You can always contact me. Don't hesitate to. I am here to help. And the experiences that you have in here are very, very, very important to me. I want to help you, and I want you to do well. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to a great class.